there have been some recent requests in one of the videos that I made about how to create your own affordable tight-line nymphing leaders. And people wanted some close-ups of some stuff, so I figured I would just make one with you right now. And so what I've got right here is this is going to be more like a steelhead leader. So I have 20 pound, this is fluorocarbon, and you can use monofilament as well, depends on what you're fishing. So I like, for steelhead, I'm going to do 15 to 20 foot. They vary a little bit, so I'm just going to do it ballpark. I know my wingspan. I'm going to use 4 full lengths here. Let's see, did I bring a knife? I did bring a knife. This is all off the cuff. And so that way you guys can see exactly how quickly you can do these. Alright, so on one end of this, I'm just going to tie a perfection loop. And I have videos on how to tie a perfection loop on my channel, but for those of you guys who don't watch everything and you want instant gratification, then there's a perfection loop. Okay, I'll trim it off later. So I don't know if you can see that, that's a perfection loop. Then at the other end, what we're going to do is nice long level body here. I'm going to take some, this is 20 pound, I think this is monofilament, and I like monofilament so it floats a little bit in case it does touch the water. And before I snip it or cut it, I'm just going to tie a blood knot. You can also do a double surgeon's knot, but and these two materials are both 20 pound, they're both fairly the same size. And so we're just going to do a blood knot quickly here. The lighting is terrible down here, but I wouldn't perform this with 7x if the lighting was this bad, but we're able to do it here with this here 20 pound. I don't typically suggest doing this with tippet just because of how expensive tippet can get, and so it's not the best idea in my opinion to spend the money on tippet that you're gonna use in really long lengths, when in reality you can actually just get away in this application with using your normal mono or fluoro that you have for, you know, your other conventional angling. It's much cheaper, and I've never, I've never had a break off with regular monofilament or anything like that. Like when compared, you know, I fish a lot of steelhead, I fish a lot of big bass, and I've never had a break when using a leader like this. Alright, so there's your blood knot. Sorry, I got a little distracted. And being 20 pound, you really want to cinch it down. Live off the cuff, folks. Alright, so there's your blood knot. And now, what I'm going to do is, once I've got this cinched down and it's exactly the way I want it, I like to run anywhere from 15 to 18 inches but again, go a little more because of the fact that I'm going to be trimming, and snip it. And in this case, I don't like the fact, I'm going to be using this here barrel swivel, but it's actually a snap swivel, but I'm going to take the snap off later, just because I like how well the barrel swivel goes through my guides. My steelhead rod has great wide guides, lets me shoot line, but it also allows decently large knots to go through them pretty easily. So I'm just going to use a 4 to 5 turn clinch knot on this, just because it has yet to fail, and it's a really strong knot. And because this is monofilament, if it were fluorocarbon, you know, use a Palomar knot, just because it holds a lot better. Oops. Yep. Okay. And that is my 15 to 20 foot of level line. To mine's a little longer today, about 20 inches of monofilament. I actually might snip that down out of haste. I did it, and attached to a barrel swivel. And that right there is a nice tightline nymphing setup for you to easily make repetitively over and over again out of really cheap materials. I mean, actually, in fact, this floral right here is, I got 500 yards for, I think it was $12, and so you really get your use out of it. And then this right here is really cheap too. In fact, they make specific or color changing monofilament so that whenever you see like a changing color, it's easier to see the takes. And then, you know, make sure your barrel swivel is rated high enough for whatever fish you're fishing for, and your knots are solid. Yeah, I'm not gonna have any issues today, but there you have it. I know somebody wanted a more in-depth and a little slower take on how to do that, so I know if you understood it before, then I'm sorry I had to redo this, but I wanted to make sure that everybody understood exactly what I'm doing here. And then what I'm going to do is, after I snip off all of my tag ends here, I like to place it in my hand here, and I do nice wraps around until I get to the end, and then I weave it around to make sure that it stays uniform, and then I throw that in my leader wallet. Hopefully that helps, guys. If it does, give the video a thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Check out the other videos in the playlist, and until next time, catch you guys on the flip side. Tight lines, we're out. Oh, and if you like this hat, I have apparel all over my website. shop.spreadshirt.com/twig, the letter, timber outdoors. Check it out. Lots of cool fly fishing specific, hunting, and conventional tackle as well. So hopefully that helps the channel out, and I just want to give back to you guys. So thanks again, and I'll catch you later.